Hi everybody, here's Christian. Teamwork Cast.
Teamwork Cast. Shepherd. Everybody, hello.
Tentacles, Cthulhu. I'm gonna consume your souls!
Yes, and this is our Let's Play of Monster Hunter Generations. We started with each one of us with 3 disjointed words. And Cthulhu has shown an interesting preference here. So today we are going to find another urgent quest, which I am so excited about.
And we're gonna do the quest of the Unshakeable Mountain God, which is Hunter Gamuth. It's from the guild manager. The beast, known as the God of the Mountain, is quite a challenge indeed. But it's certainly nothing that a Y-Academy hunter can't handle. Go, hunter, and bring honor to our name.
That sounds like a Klingon right there.
A little bit.
By the way,
A little Klingon going on.
on a scale from 1 to 1 million, how much are you excited about the new Star Trek series?
Yeah?
Oh?
Seriously?
I wasn't all that excited with Enterprise.
Okay, that's fair point.
And, this is gonna be another one, kind of after that. And I don't know. It could go good, it could go bad. I mean,
We have very little to speculate on currently. We haven't seen any footage from it yet.
Right. Other than some speculation that it's going to tie in heavily with, Klingons because of the ship design.
Yeah.
Who's producing it?
It's like...
I knew it once, I forgot.
Is it on TV?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, well, it will be. It's going to be a TV series.
And it's Paramount still.
Yeah, and I think it's NBC is going to be the one airing it. It's one of the major networks. It's just... Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing is, so what made, the original Star Trek and Generations and even Deep Space Nine great, and to some extent Voyager too, just wasn't there in Enterprise for me at all.
Yeah, no. The Enterprise completely lost it. It was just it reminded... You know what the Enterprise reminded me of? Like Stargate.
Right. They're...
Yeah.
It's... And the thing with the earlier Star Treks was, outside of some overarching storylines or some, story paths, each of the episodes was kind of self-contained. Or tied loosely in with the story for the most part. But Enterprise it drug on so much.
Yeah. And
would randomly cut a storyline out for random sidetrack stuff. And it's just what? The pacing was really odd.
Yeah, that's true. There was some, they tried to do some kind of major threats to the civilization, but it kind of didn't really make sense because we never heard about this. So they had this very convoluted time travel plot, so they can rationalize having these epic villains and stuff like that. And it was what is happening here? Right,
and then the fact that they pulled in they pulled in everything from it's Mirror Universe was even part of it. It's come on. You should have just left the Mirror Universe where it was at, because
they took the worst part of Star Trek and they we're gonna center the entire show all around this and nothing else.
Right.
Yeah, that's a fair point. I never thought about it this way. You made a really good point here. Yeah.
And I mean, I know people who like Enterprise, and if
it has a really great intro.
Setting, right. If the setting hadn't been. If it had been any other, if it hadn't been tied to the Star Trek franchise, I think it would have been better received.
Yeah.
If it didn't decide to use Starfleet and all of the races and everything from Star Trek, but it was instead its own sci-fi universe.
Yeah, they could have started a really cool. They could have started a really cool new science fiction series based on that concept. So you're saying it's you're suspicious about the idea of large overarching plots, because you think that the fact that there was so many standalone episodes in old Star Trek means that you could do something crazy one episode, but you weren't
Right.
married to the idea of like merged universe or whatever. It's like you could just
Right.
do these one-off shows and be like really experimental with what you're gonna show.
Right, like you had like the original Star Trek had the mirror universe. You had the Through the Looking Glass.
Yeah.
You know, you had all of these very thought-provoking narratives that didn't fit into an overall storyline, and just the recent trend of trying to make everything into epic story arcs,
Cinematic universe.
really, right? And it's just like I want to have fun, like, and then that's it. Stargate was a lot like that for me too. Like, I enjoyed it more when it was early on, like the first, I think season 6 was like where I started losing interest in it, because they started trying to turn it into like that epic Battlestar Galactica storyline when before it was always just these fun, quick adventures that were, you know, just happened to include the same characters.
And even Battlestar Galactica had like the situations like later on where it's all about like entire episodes just playing the same music over and over again, and people like not understanding who they are and what they're doing here.
Yeah.
Where it's like, oh god, please let this end. And luckily they ended it. So
Yeah.
before it got out of hand.
And so, I mean, we'll see how it goes. It has potential to be good. I just think after Roddenberry, passed away, it just lost a lot. Star Trek lost a lot of its focus on what it was about.
Yeah, I'm so glad. Like here in Germany, in Netflix Germany, they released the Next Generation on Netflix.
Nice.
So I'm thinking about actually rewatching Next Generation, because there's still some of the best TV that was made in my time. Oh well.
Let's see if we can get this. Yeah, it's there's good stuff now too. I'm not gonna say like everything was better back then, but
something I actually wanted to actually go into maybe was what was the science fiction show with the Muppets?
The Muppets. Oh, Farscape.
Yes.
Yeah.
I know people who are really into Farscape, and I thought maybe giving it a try.
Come on.
Yeah, it's first 2 seasons are pretty good. It has the same thing. So it was another Sci-Fi Channel series, and Sci-Fi had this phase where Farscape and Stargate were doing really well, and then they changed like the way they did their narrative, and it got really weird. But I mean, I like both series.
Yeah.
Like they're both. Farscape is really good. Like,
Yeah, it has a fan following, and also apparently, like from what I read from the episodes that the fans love the most, there's apparently some episodes which did some really interesting stuff narratively. So I'm not going to spoil too much, perhaps, but there is this one weird arc that they tried to do in Voyager, Star Trek Voyager, where the entire crew got cloned.
Yep.
And they have like a 2-episode arc where they look at what the clones are doing, basically.
Figure out who's a clone and who's not a clone.
Well, no, there's like the entire second Voyager flying around, and they have their own agenda. And
They got their own stuff. Hey, they're buds.
It's kind of weird.
Were they buddies?
No.
No, they actually ended up like fighting each other out.
It's really weird.
It's really odd.
It was a super awkward arc, but hey, they tried something there, and apparently that's a kind of like plot that
What the
Farscape
hell?
manages. What is happening here?
I got hit with a snowball. This asshole. I was on the wall. I was getting ready to jump on him, and he hit me with the snowball.
Well, he's a look.
I'm coming back for revenge.
It's an elephant, all right, a mammoth. He's fighting for the freedom of his people. So yeah, Farscape did this thing where also that happens to the main character, and apparently that's like an arc of an entire season, where it's like following the 2 clones, and they do different things, and apparently that's really great.
Sounds bold.
Yeah. Because that's something a Star Trek would do, usually, but it would be just like a 1 episode, and at the end of an episode, everything is wrapped up neatly. I remember there was they did that with Riker, didn't they?
Yeah, there was evil Riker,
And it actually
and he stayed
sticks
around
around
afterward. Yeah.
But it's like he's never mentioned, and every now and then there's an episode that features him. He's like a
right. Suddenly he just shows up. Like,
by the way, there's this clone.
It was
running.
evil Riker all along.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, no. He the crazier thing is like he ends up like he wasn't really necessarily like evil Riker. He was just less principled than Riker.
Rogue
but
Riker.
he ended up like he still ended up joining Starfleet in the end. Like. So there's like later episodes where it's Riker talking to his clone about things that are going on. It's just like, this is just really weird. Like
the half-assedness of it. Oh, we did it. The half-assedness of it is what's bringing it down. Like it's like, there's just this weird character that was just introduced. But apparently that Farscape, the people I know were really enamored with the Farscape because they actually had the balls to actually run with this and follow it up to all the end. So that's great. And it's also great that we defeated this monster. I'm really glad.
One mammoth down.
It's not a difficult monster.
Nah, he's probably one of the easier of the flagships, especially like I just filled him with Pierce. Like he's so big. He's got so many hitboxes that Pierce just destroys him.
But I still like him. It feels like a proper monster.
Yeah.
I talked about this last time we fought him, and I still like him. He's a cool monster. I like you. 8 from 10.
It's tougher as a Blade Master because his head's the only thing that really takes much damage.
Yeah.
Hitting his legs and his tail doesn't do too much.
Well, at least there's a lot of targets. It's a target-rich environment. Sorry.
Stop it. You're making me sleepy.
I'm sorry, guys. No. All right, guys. So we're going to move on. We're going to actually record another fight of this after this. And if there's some neat stuff showing up, then we're going to splice it in so we can get some bonus material. But if there's no more bonus material, it means that the fight was uneventful. And we're going to see each other on the next episode when we're going to fight the next monster. See you next time around. And as always, good luck and good hunt.
Bye.
Bye. Meow.
Bye. Meow.
Capturing monsters? Only having 20 seconds left? Squatty Potty. You'll poop in under 20 seconds. Brought to you by Squatty Potty.